Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Yuan Shahid and I am an executive of Cedar Student Council. Welcome to the very first episode of Cedar Talks. This initiative led by Cedar Student Council aims to highlight students with hidden talents and also young aspiring students who have made an impact within or beyond our community. So let's celebrate their creativity, their stories and also their achievements. So for our very first episode, we have Aimen Mengal with us, youngest book publisher of Balochistan and also the founder of the largest student-led MUN in Quetta. Her story truly reflects patience, resilience, and also the spirit of turning emotions into stories. We are excited to have her here today as we start the tradition of recognizing Cedar's voices. So let's get started and hear more about Aiman.
Thank you so much for having me. It feels so unreal to be here, especially the very first episode. I think this initiative is really good that you guys are hearing out students on campus and learning more about their journeys.
Okay, so now that we have gotten to know a little about you, so let's move towards our first segment in which we will ask you about your story, basically your journey that brought you over here today. So tell us more about your MUN initiative. How did the idea first come to your mind?
Honestly, it didn't even start with me. One of my juniors back from Quetta reached out to me during summer vacations when I was in Quetta. They reached out to me and shared this idea with me that they wanted to do an MUN in Quetta. And from what they tell me, it started out as a joke. I mean, come on, just a bunch of 17-year-olds wanting to do such a large-scale event in a city like Quetta. I heard them out. I heard their entire plan. It was rough. They didn't know what they were doing. And they reached out to me because they knew that I'd been in several leadership positions and I knew how events are organized and I'd done such stuff before. And so I heard them out and it just clicked, the entire idea. And we got serious about this and the rest is history.
Okay, so can you give us an overview of the MUN itself? What makes it special or different from other MUNs?
I think, according to me, it makes it different because it's entirely student-led. From the logistics, the marketing, committee management, everything was done by my team. And all of them are literally 16, 17-year-olds who didn't even know what they were doing. But looking at it now, I think they did really good. So I think that's what makes us different.
Every big initiative comes with its own set of challenges. So what were some of the obstacles you faced while launching and managing it?
At the start, honestly, everything felt challenging. I mean, such a large-scale event and then planning it in a city like Quetta, province like Balochistan, where students don't really have many platforms as such to showcase their talents. But we had to go to every OA level school personally in person and talk to the principals and share our ideas and really make them see our vision and show them how serious we were, because we knew that online invites aren't going to work, because people in Quetta, they need to see for themselves how serious something is for them to participate in it. So I think that was one of the challenges. Secondly, I think the sponsorship part. We raised 2.5 million PKR in sponsorships. I was leading the sponsorship meetings. UNICEF and Islamic Relief in Quetta, they funded us. And sitting amongst older, much more experienced people, as an 18-year-old, me trying to convince them of our vision, I think it was very intimidating. But I think I did well, considering that they funded us. We raised almost 2.5 million PKR in funds, yeah.
Okay, so what was the moment that made you realize this MUN was truly making an impact?
I think it was on our first day when I was standing on the stage during the opening ceremony, seeing 400 plus students from all over Quetta smiling, interacting, and actually giving us reviews on how well we'd conducted this event. I think that's the moment when I realized we'd built something incredible. Seeing so many faces, almost 400 delegates in the crowd, I think I think it really, I was surprised. I didn't really think it would be such large scale when we were planning it a month ago.
Let's shift gears to something creative, basically your writing. How did you first discover your passion for storytelling?
I'd always loved writing poems and short stories. It was something I did in my free time, and it was mostly for fun. I didn't take it seriously until I saw this ad while I was doom scrolling on Instagram. When I was not even supposed to be scrolling on Instagram, but I saw this ad for a writing contest. I think for $100 writing contest, and I signed up for it on impulse. And it basically had a contract. I had to sign a contract where I had to write 2,000 words every day for the next 30 days, and that's how I came up with my very first 60,000 book in a month.
Okay, so tell us about your book, what's it about, and how did the concept come to life?
It's actually based on my own character. I named my character Mia in the book, and the book is basically just a mix of comedy, psychological thriller, and coming of age. So, a lot of Mia's emotions and thoughts and feelings are a reflection of my own, whatever I felt at that age. And the idea, it was so rough. I mean, I didn't really plan or outline anything. I just wrote on instinct, and I would just sit after 8 p.m. with my a little Acer laptop, and I would just start writing. So I didn't really have a plan. I just go with it, just wing it every day.
What inspired you to publish your book at such a young age?
At the end of the day, I just wanted it to be out there, I just wanted it to be more than just words on my laptop. Because I didn't really know how to market my book or design a cover or how to proofread or edit. I mean, now I know better, but back then at the age of 14, I didn't really. I just wanted my words to be out there on a shelf. I think that's what inspired me the most.
That was great to hear. Are there any future books or writing projects that you are currently working on or planning?
As of now, I'm focusing more on being a freelance ghostwriter. I ghostwrite books for international clients. I've uh, I've paused my own projects for a while. It's sad, but I'm prioritizing stuff as we go now. But obviously, I have a lot of projects in my mind. We just paused them for now.
That was such a serious talk. Now let's move towards our fun segment, which is the mic drop segment. Them briefly. So, have you ever played a professional sport?
I've played in my school's basketball team. I was my school's basketball team captain, and I was also my house sport team's captain. I don't think that counts, but not professionally. I've played in my school's team.
Have you ever tried matcha?
No, and I'm not planning to ever.
Have you ever fabricated evidence for a moot court?
No, that would get me disqualified. Never. Don't do that.
Have you ever defended a client you knew was guilty?
Yes, I have. In moot courts, obviously, so it doesn't really matter.
Have you ever taken money from your parents' wallet without asking them?
Doesn't everyone? Guilty as charged.
Have you ever eaten expired food?
Um, my grandma used to say that there's no such thing as expired food, so yeah, she made me eat them.
Have you ever been the victim of stereotypes about Balochistan?
One of my friends asked me if there was Wi-Fi in Balochistan, so I would say yes. Whatever you guys see on TV, it's not real, okay? Balochistan is actually, Quetta is a pretty, it's like every other city, so lots of stereotypes.
Have you ever gotten interested in moot court because of the show Suits?
Yeah, I think Harvey Specter and Mike Ross were my inspirations for pursuing law.
Have you ever gaslit someone to make them believe you?
I've never been good at lying, so I don't think I would ever be convincing enough to gaslight someone, so no.
Have you ever gotten in trouble for something you didn't do?
Yeah, because I'm so nice and down to earth, everyone just, they put the blame always on me and फंस जाती हूँ हमेशा.
Have you ever done extreme sports like surfing or diving?
No, I don't have the heart for it. I don't think I will ever be able to do something like that.
Have you ever broken or lost something very valuable?
No, I keep my things really safely. I think out of the two siblings, I have a younger sister. I'm the more responsible one, so I don't really break anything of mine. She does, not me.
Have you ever met a famous person or a celebrity?
No, unfortunately, not. Not yet.
Okay, so let's move towards our last segment, the takeaway segment. So, tell me about what are your future plans and goals, personally or professionally?
I think everyone expects me to become a full time writer and pursue writing as my full time career, but that's actually not what I'm doing. I want to pursue law, specifically corporate law, and that sometimes really shocks people because they expect me to be this nerdy writer who sits hunched over her laptop writing away. But I want to pursue corporate law as my full time career. Obviously, writing will always be a huge part of my life, and I'll always carry it as a side hobby, but not as my full time hobby.
That's great. How would you like to inspire Cedar's community?
I think I just say don't wait for someone's permission, just start. I was 14 when I published my first book, and I was 18 when I organized one of the largest MUN events in Quetta, in a city where MUN culture is not even widely recognized. So, my one advice for them is to just start. Don't wait for anyone's permission.
Very nice motivation. Any final message for young writers who want to follow in your footsteps?
I think there is no set pattern on how someone writes. No one can tell you how to do it really. You have to figure your own thought process, you have to figure out your own way, what makes you think of something better and write better. But I'd just like to give a generic answer to this. Read as much as you can in your genre or the genre you like. I did that, it worked for me. But obviously, like I said before, it's different for everyone. And it's not necessarily something discouraging. I think it's more empowering. You just have to figure out your own way of writing. It depends person to person.
Before we conclude, on behalf of Cedar Talks, we have a token of appreciation for you.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Aimen, for being a part of the first episode of Cedar Talks. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. And to the listeners, thank you for joining us. We'll meet you, inshallah, in the next episode of Cedar Talks. Thank you.